100 players who shook the toss.
Johnny Toshack's always good and Toshack is a king.
Neil knocking it in, comes sideways, Toshack taking his time, but using it to perfection, 2-1.
It's probably one of the first songs I ever learned to sing.
I used to love John Toshack, and he reminded me in many ways of the old days of like the 60s footballer, you know. And I think there's a couple of players like that, even in the 70s, you know, obviously you had Rodney Marsh, Frank Worthington. I think if Toshack had longer hair, he would have been in that bracket, because he was certainly, you know, he wasn't adverse to going to nightclubs, I don't think.
Emlyn Hughes transfers right foot, and Toshack saves! What a magnificent goal!
I have a particular fondness for John because we did a book together called Gosh It's Tosh, in which John wrote, which is without doubt the worst ever poetry written about football. It's absolutely appalling, with things like, just got back from Barcelona, now I'm going for a sauna. That sort of level. Dreadful. And I wrote I wrote accompanying text to go with it, but it was quite unforgettable.
Toshack. Ball back for Toshack. He's on his own. Shilton left. 3-1.
He had that playboy image about him, really, even though if you looked at him on the field, he had a short hairstyle, and he seemed to be, you know, a team player all the time.
John was quite laid back. I mean, he was very, very effective. The little and large, Keegan and Toshack.
Callaghan. Keegan coming round, and Toshack's head. Goalkeeper didn't know which one to watch.
Toshack-Keegan combination was absolutely superb.
But to see him and Keegan performing together was something else.
Keegan shaking off Nish. Toshack! They don't come much better than that in any sort of conditions.
Kick-Off, the then ITV programme, decided that there must be telepathy between Toshack and Keegan, and they put them in the studio to guess what card the other was holding, and astonishingly, they got them all right, 10 out of 10.
Red. Cross. Green.
Until a week later, Kevin admitted they'd seen a mirror and he could see all the cards in the mirror. So it wasn't telepathic at all. It was just a terrific understanding between two totally different strikers.
And Keegan is onside. Roach to meet him. Toshack!
I think Toshack without Keegan and Keegan without Toshack, it wouldn't have been the same, you know. It needed the combination, it needed the pair, and the great pairings of 70s football.
There's so many good memories of John Toshack's goals, but like the way he used to hang in the air, his neck just, you could see his muscles rippling and bang, you know what I mean? Probably one of the best headers of a ball that I've seen at Anfield.
You couldn't ask for a better target man than John Toshack. To put the ball on somebody's head when you're flying down the wing is technically extremely difficult to do. So you'd put it into an area, and Toshack had this wonderful ability to be able to read it quickly and get on the end of it, behind defenders, in front of defenders. He did read the game exceptionally well.
Toshack's hit again!
He was brilliant in the air, brilliant in the air. But perhaps what some people don't remember about Toshack was that he was actually very, very good on the floor as well. He wasn't just a big, strong centre forward.
Keegan's head yet again, and Toshack on the turn!
And Toshack, he wasn't given enough credit, I don't think, for his actual skill on the floor. Everyone knows he was great in the air, and everyone knows his knockdowns for Keegan and McDermott, but I think if you look at his ability on the floor, he was a very, very skillful player, you know.
3 in the middle for him if he can pull it back. Toshack! 2-1!
again, if you look back over the years, you'll find that Toshy made quite a few goals for other players because he was clever, and when the ball was at his feet he didn't look uncomfortable. He saw things very well, very early, and he made a lot of goals as well as scoring a lot of goals as well.
Famously played, I think it was Borussia Mönchengladbach at Anfield in a match that was rained off, and I was in the Kop that night, and Liverpool were getting nowhere, and famously Shankly had dropped or rested Toshack for that match. Then the heavens opened, torrential downpour, the ball wouldn't move on the floor, it was getting stuck in the water, so the referee called the game off. The next night Shankly reinstated Toshack and they absolutely destroyed them in the air.
Hughes. Hooks. Toshack. Keegan. 2-0.
Some fantastic memories, but as I say, that song, Johnny Toshack's Always Scoring, is like one was always going around St. Kevin's School every day.
The famous commentator, Coleman, when he used to go, Toshack, Keegan, 1-0. I mean, that sticks in the memory, you know.
Toshack. Keegan. 1-0.
Got the better of Collier there, and he's got Toshack in the middle. There's a little clip to Don Toshack. Toshack, yes! And it's coming to Toshack. Keegan on the far post. And it's in! Keegan's head yet again, and Toshack on the turn! Taken by Kennedy. Thompson nearly made it. Toshack did! Case. And Case again. Toshack! What a wallop!